What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Marcus.
And I am Shelby.
And we are
Crugers with a C. How are you, honey?
I'm feeling real good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you why I feel good.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me tell you why I feel so good.
Why do you feel so good, honey?
Because this is episode number 10.
10, baby, 10.
Episode number 10. We have been at this for 10 weeks strong.
Oh, the baby shit's you. I used to you 2 weeks ago. All right.
If you can see how I'm looking at her right now.
10 weeks, baby.
10 weeks strong. I know that might not be a big number for a lot of people, but for us, I find it very good.
10.
10. Episode number 10. And I've enjoyed it so far.
I have too. I like talking with you, boo. You see how I drop them bars? If y'all see how I'm looking at him right now.
They can on YouTube at Crugers with a C. You set them plugs up so nice.
I do, don't I?
You set those plugs up.
I go ahead and assist and you go ahead and dump.
We're a team, baby. That's why we Crugers with a C.
What happened?
Crugers with a C. Huh? You know what I'm saying, baby?
No, that's okay.
So how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel excited. I think we are doing something positive, and I think it's good.
Yeah. What else? What do you hope to get out of this? What do you hope to?
I think that we would be good radio hosts out of this. And we can just we can cater to a lot of, I guess live to a lot more people. Right.
So I feel real good. And one thing that I like is that we started this talking about marriage.
Yeah, we did.
We started the Crugers with a C brand talking about marriage and just being there, giving couples something to look forward to, giving couples advice, giving couples another perspective to problems, because we all have problems. All couples have problems, and it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you live. It don't matter how much money you got. It doesn't matter maybe it matters how many children you got. Because I can't speak past 3. You know,
have a football team.
Right. But I think it's like a cookie cutter situation. Marriages are like a cookie cutter situation, but everybody have problems, but everyone deals with those problems in different manners.
Yeah, they do.
So I think that, like, when we started, we wanted to give our perspective. We wanted to be real. We wanted to be real with people.
Not
and
fake,
let them know, yeah, you're not the only one that's going through this. So I think I feel good about that. But over time, this evolved into deeper conversations. It evolved into different conversations. And it evolved into conversations that we could just have. So I think the power of conversation, the power of communication.
You like conversation.
I love conversation. And I think that by us being a couple, by us being married, that's one of the foundational things that we have.
What, communication?
Communication and conversation.
Yeah, because we spent 2 years conversing.
Right. So, and I'm always thinking that people been with us from the jump. So we could go back, and since this is episode 10, this is a landmark for us on the podcast episode. So let's go back into time and let's kind of highlight all of our episodes on YouTube. Let's go back and kind of highlight some of the important things that we find interesting about our marriage, and let's just have a conversation.
Okay, Mr. Kruger.
So this is episode number 10 of Crugers with a C.
10, baby.
Conversations.
All
right. So what is something that you would like to talk about as we look back at our relationship?
Well, speaking of conversation, it was a long time ago when that's all we had. was conversation, because for a lot of y'all that may not know, we was in a long distance relationship, and our relationship consisted of nothing but conversation. We had set times.
Yes.
In the morning, when I went on lunch, on your way to work.
Right.
And sometimes at night, I guess, I don't remember the night part, but I think we did talk at night. All we did was talk on the phone.
That's all we had. That's all we had. And it was funny because I could pick up certain feelings or emotions that you had over the phone.
He knew how to read somebody.
I was tuning into you. What you talk about? Now you better be lucky now. Now wait a minute.
Yeah, so it's just, I guess, how you say a full circle.
Yeah. And I'm trying to understand, like, am I tired? Why do I look like Forrest Whitaker?
Ooh.
You see that?
I just think that you were sleepy. That's
you
all.
Think so?
Yeah.
I look like Forrest Whitaker. Wakanda forever. No, but that had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
At all.
But if you look at us on YouTube, Kruger with a C, you'll see that my eye looks a little Forrest Whitakerish.
Why don't you push it up, so?
It don't have a kickstand on it. It ain't gonna stay. All right. Anyway, we were talking about communication. That was all we had. So now, you know what's funny?
What?
I was at work and I was talking to this guy. He's in a long distance relationship.
Ooh.
But it's two guys. His is extreme.
Another country?
No.
What?
He in Florida. And one is in like the DC area.
Okay.
Or New York, one of those areas.
Oh.
That's extreme.
That is.
That is extreme.
That is, because I was just down south and you was, what is this, mid-central Florida?
I'm in North Central Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I would say North Florida because in an hour I could be in Georgia.
Okay.
Maybe a 45 minutes to an hour I could be in Georgia. So
yeah, so we did see each other on occasions.
Yes. But it was nothing I could get in the car and be there in a couple hours.
Yeah.
And I did, oh man, I'm going to tell you, the most time that I was like, I must be love this girl here.
I'm batting my eyes.
I worked the shift from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. And we were getting ready to do marriage counseling.
Yes.
So I had to come down there. Now I could have went home and went to sleep for a couple hours and got up and got on the road. But I was like, nah. I said, I don't go to sleep at night when I get off anyway. So I just come on when I get off. Big mistake. Man, it felt like I was never going to get there. That ride that I normally take 4.5, couple hours. Mm-hmm. I think this ride took 12 hours. It felt like 12 hours.
It probably was 4.
Then I got there and I think the air broke that day. So I passed out.
No, I think it cut off or something.
I don't know what happened, but I just remember it. I was like, South Florida heat is hot.
It is.
I wasn't used to South Florida then.
No, you wasn't.
Oh, man. But that was one of the times that I was like, yes, I love this girl.
He loves me. Mm-hmm. He loves me.
Yes, I do. I love you.
You had to do your mouth.
Yeah. Tanisha, I'm not going to sing. My cousin said I should sing on the podcast. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
He needs to do it for real, Tanisha.
I sang one of my favorite songs that the kids love me to sing around the house. You'll never find bim, 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 as long as you live. Bim, 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 someone who loves you.
You should have seen your neck.
Kayla loved to hear me singing that song.
She probably gonna come in here now.
You're gonna miss my love.
He was feeling that.
They love to hear me sing that. But yeah, that's not like, yeah, this is real. So, and I'm glad that I took those rides. Mm-hmm. Glad we went to marriage counseling.
Yeah, that was very helpful.
I think though that marriage counseling was not as effective as us facing the problem. I'm not saying don't take marriage counseling. I'm not saying that because they did point out some key things to us.
Yeah.
But I feel like the long distance was more effective than The marriage counseling.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what are you talking about?
I seen it on your face.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah. I think a combination of both. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the long distance, it really made us have to, I don't know, it built
get to know each other.
Yeah, we were forced to get to know each other. But then the marriage counseling said, look, y'all are into this. This is an outside perspective showing you that you're going to face this and this. Mm-hmm. And these are some tools to help it.
Right.
So, I think that the long distance was very effective.
It was. It taught us how to communicate, because boy, it wasn't like that at first.
What do you mean by that? It wasn't like that at first?
Because I think I did a lot of I'm fines on the phone.
Yeah, you would shell up a lot.
Yeah, and it taught me how to come out of that.
But that was one thing that I knew that I wasn't going to have.
Child, what that mean? You had to look off.
Y'all should have seen how I looked off to the side. But I knew that.
Like he handled something.
I did. Even though I'm looking Forrest Whitakerish. But I knew that the key thing was not to let you shell up. I couldn't let you do that. Yeah. Because, shoot, I didn't know you then. I didn't trust you then. Shoot. I don't know who you might be telling your problems to. You got to tell me. You got to tell me. That is funny. And see, and I'm going to give an example. And this is an example of showing you like how we were so in tune. Because remember, we went to the swap shop. Mm-hmm. And so I'm sitting down because my feet was hurting. She was shopping. So I see some guys walk past me. And I just didn't pay no attention. It's just people passing by. But then when you came, you sat on my lap. Mm-hmm. I'm like, somebody said something. I said, what they said to you? And it blew your mind because you didn't know.
Nope.
You didn't know that I noticed it.
I didn't know. I ain't know you knew what went down.
Girl, I was reading the signs. I knew what I wanted.
Shoot. Oh, stalker.
Honey, you know we're recording, right?
My bad. Y'all just got it real. I mean, if he don't edit that out.
I'm going to edit that out. That was too real.
I'm sorry.
I ain't even going to tell y'all what she just did. You was a little bit too comfortable.
Oh, sorry, y'all. See, y'all, we family.
Well, we know you.
We family.
Wow. How did you feel when that happened, though?
Well, that you knew? I was shocked.
Why?
Because I didn't think you knew what I was doing.
I paid attention to it. I
didn't think you was paying attention, for one. Because wasn't the girls with us?
It was just me and you.
I didn't think you was paying attention. Mm-hmm. I thought you was over there looking at whatever. Your feet was, wait a minute.
No.
Your feet was hurting that day?
Yeah, my feet was hurting.
Dog.
That's why I sat down. I don't sit down unless my feet hurt.
Ashley, he been tenderfoot.
BTF, been tenderfoot.
I didn't know that. But yeah, I was shocked because I thought I was being slick and you knew what was going down, but I wasn't being slick towards you.
I know.
I was just trying to show them, like, I got a man.
She was happy to say that.
What? I was happy to come sit on your lap to show them I had a man. Shoot, what you talking about?
Let me ask you this. Are you still happy?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I am.
Think about it. I almost fed into the question. I'm about to say, okay.
Oh, my bad.
No, you should know that.
Yeah, I am still happy. How about you?
I'm good.
You good?
Yes, I'm extremely happy.
Don't get punched.
I'm extremely happy.
Don't get punched.
So that was one of the things that we talked about on one of our shows was just, long distance relationships. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to cover that one. What was another episode that we did that you really liked? We have done a lot.
Our very first one. You got to post that for Throwback Thursdays or something. It was about food.
It was about food.
You tricked me on that one.
No, I didn't. I just came up with it real. So that episode was...
That was our very first Crugers with the C.
Was it?
Yes. It was. That was the first one you posted.
Yeah, we was trying to find our way because we was talking about food. Like, when you go through certain changes, it's certain foods you can't eat.
Man, I had heartburn. I mean, it was just... it's just difficult cooking for him because he have heartburn. Some days he want to be a vegetarian. Some days he don't.
I really do want to be a vegetarian, though. I really do want to be a vegetarian.
He really do, but boy, he want to go to Relish. Man.
Relish is good. She's been salacious.
Yeah, I am today. I had to, like, vegetarians don't eat at Relish unless you get in a veggie burger.
Have a veggie burger.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me finish. Unless you get in a veggie burger, and we know.
I have tried their veggie
You're
burger.
not. How many times?
Once.
Okay, see, that don't make you a vegetarian.
I would eat the veggie burger, but I'm gonna get the burger.
See?
Relish be banging.
So he is a bootleg vegetarian.
I'm working on it. You can't do it in one day.
Yes, you can.
You did it in one day?
I can. I can be a vegetarian.
The question is.
No.
Thank you. I'm working on it. But being a vegetarian.
He been working on it for some years. Okay, go ahead.
Let me ask you this, though. Let me tell you this. The person that do the shopping in the house know what I'm telling them, but they still come in here with all kind of chicken breast, steak.
Because we have children that's not vegetarian. We have children that's not vegetarian. So here we go. We gonna dive into this one. We gonna analyze this.
This is always
because we have children that are not vegetarian. So I cook for them. However, honey, what's that? Sure. Let me get some of that. But anyways, I cook a lot of stuff different for me that's the majority of the time don't have meat. Do he eat it? No, he don't. He eats what I cook for the girls.
Because you make it hot. And I can't eat that because I get heartburn.
See, he can say, honey, that's too spicy. I can modify it. But no, he's not a true vegetarian. He wants to eat burgers. He wants the steak and potato.
I like burgers. I like steak and potatoes.
But you're a vegetarian.
I'm working on it.
Honey, you've been working on being a vegetarian for some years.
How long have we been working on our marriage?
No, that don't count.
How long have we been working on our marriage? 10 years. Almost 10 years.
That don't count, honey.
So everything is a process. You just can't rush it.
Boy, look at here. How long you gonna take? You gonna take 10 years?
You never know. Whatever the Lord puts on my heart.
Yeah, he is not gonna be a vegetarian. So, like I said, he a low budget. What I called you? A bootleg vegetarian. He's a sometimer. And it's only for like a couple of hours. Like I made spaghetti squash tonight. He'll probably eat that.
I'm gonna eat that. That's
He's
good.
gonna eat that, but it's filled with cheese and milk and not milk, heavy cream and stuff. It's like an Alfredo.
No meat. You have to move slowly. But guess what she said? I make some and put some shrimp on it.
I was trying to find different.
I didn't need that
because another recipe of that is putting spinach in it, and you can't have that. So I just be trying, and he just so difficult to please.
I'm not difficult.
I bought what else I bought? I bought zucchini, and I said we can have zucchini butts. What's that? I'm like, I'm tired.
I can't ask an informative question.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm just tired. That first episode, I don't care if it was years ago, it is still relevant. I'm tired of cooking for this man. He's so confusing. He don't know what he want. I cook some. Honey, I don't like bacon no more.
I don't. See, I'm working on it.
Honey, no, you're not working on it because you still like a burger.
But still, I don't like bacon. That's one thing taken away.
He don't.
I'm removing things.
Out of, I'm going to say 3 years, he took away one thing.
It's a start.
I've cooked a lot of things that's vegetarian. I even made cauliflower fried rice. He ain't eat that.
Let's talk about something different.
Okay, next episode. Silence.
Next episode.
Okay, go ahead.
And I think that this one is going to be a little... not shallow, a little deep. It's going to be up to your neck. It's going to be up to your neck. Knowing, I think this was an episode, Knowing Who You Are.
Okay,
what wasn't that?
I guess so, honey. We have so many episodes.
We have a lot of episodes,
and those episodes were short too.
Yeah, they were very.
They were
short.
like 7 to 10 minutes.
Right. So you guys have to go back and check out some of those episodes. Let us know which one is your favorite. But this one is kind of a topic that someone sent to us as well.
Okay.
Knowing who you are and
within the marriage, or just knowing who you are.
Knowing who you are within the marriage. We can even talk about knowing who you are. Period.
Okay.
And I think that's important when you're going into marriage. And I think it's important that your spouse knows. Mm-hmm. I'm going to let you weigh in.
So, I was going to ask you to give an example.
Okay, so like for me, I'm the type of person that differs from you because I ask questions and then I would possibly take action. Mm-hmm. You take action
and then I ask questions.
You take action and then you would ask questions. Oh. So we have to know each other there. That way we can possibly stop each other from making a tough decision.
Yeah, that's why they say opposites attract. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good thing because we balance each other out.
Right.
And we help each other out. Mm-hmm. And I think we also hold each other accountable too, mm-hmm. when it comes to certain things that we do.
I think so too. I think that we do, and I think that we would tell the truth. But you know, one thing about me and you that's similar, we would not let a lie go. Mm-hmm. Like I done seen people when I know they were lying.
Yeah,
I know they were lying because I know the facts, but their spouse went along with the lie.
Oh yeah.
You know, I guess you got to have each other's back, but
not that far.
I try not to put myself in positions to where I would have to lie about anything. Mm-hmm. But if that was the case, you wouldn't allow me to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's just a kind of example of knowing who you are. But what defines us?
Me and you together?
Or let's say separately at first, and then individually, and then as a couple.
Well, I think this can go for both of us, but I know mainly for me.
You can't answer for me now. You can't answer for me. You got to answer for yourself now.
I think mainly for me is just being real and honest and humble, and always being reliable and helpful,
right,
and positive and encouraging. Mm-hmm.
If that's what defines you, that's what defines you.
I think that's what defines me, and just always giving 110%. I think that's why I be so tired too. Yes,
but I'm not gonna bash you. But why do you think that's so important to you?
Because I like people to be happy, and definitely within our family, I definitely want my family to be happy. Mm-hmm. And I want my family to have the best. I want the best surroundings for them. And so that's just me. Mm-hmm. And I want to accomplish things. I want to be positive. So, yeah, that's just me.
Okay, I think one thing that defines me is, okay, of course, being real.
But I can't answer for him. Okay.
You can't answer for me. This is my own. Said that. This is me. That don't mean I can't do it.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
You got a black shirt?
Yes.
I got a black shirt too. So that means I can't have a black shirt because you got a black shirt? All right, back to it. Now, one thing, all right, being real. Being real. I would say being helpful to an extent. Mm-hmm. And really being loyal to people.
Okay.
And not invading people's privacy or keeping stuff that's important to people sacred. Like whatever's sacred to you is sacred to me. Mm-hmm. You know, I really want to be, I don't know how to say it. Whatever you like, I want to be that person that holds that to the same standard that you do.
Okay.
You know, and my thing is just treating people right.
Yeah.
And not treating one person better than the other person, or treating people different when I get around somebody else.
Oh yeah.
And I think I agree with that. I think those things are all important to me because I done been in all of those situations and I didn't like the outcome of it. So that's just me, because it's nothing more uncomfortable than when you okay with somebody and then you okay with this person and you okay with another person and all of us in the same room, but they're not okay with each other.
Yeah.
That is uncomfortable for me. And it's okay not to deal with certain people.
It is.
But if I like you today and I move away 10 years later, I would probably still like you. You know, I just think that I try not to forget people or try to treat one group better than the other. Even if I'm closer to one person, I wouldn't treat other people better than that group. So that's what's important to me.
Okay.
Now, if we was to say what defines us,
as a couple, I think we like to make people feel comfortable. We like to entertain. We like to have fun.
Right.
I think that we are real.
I think so.
And we are transparent. Definitely when it comes to marriage.
Right.
And communication. And even, our problems. And real life, some personal things that happen. I think,
right.
If we need to help someone out, we're not afraid to let them know.
Right.
About if it's a similar situation that we've been through. We're not afraid to share that story, I guess, that testimony story.
All right, what about spiritually?
What you mean? We there?
No, I'm saying, what did you think defines us spiritually? Like, what gifts do we possess,
As a couple?
As a couple. Like, marriage is sacred. Marriage is important to God. And I think that spiritually we have a bond that we can respect. And I think that, like, the conversation, the way you treat me, the way I treat you, like, and not going too deep, but how it said, love your wife like Christ loved the church. I try to love you like that. Because even when you get on my nerves, which is often sometimes.
No, you didn't.
I still love you.
Honey, you get on mine too.
I'm sure I do.
Often.
I'm sure I do.
More than
usual. Now you're pushing it. Slow down. Pump your brakes. You're acting a little too out of hand.
Yeah.
But I try to love you like that, even when it's not favorable for me. Because let me tell you like this. Let's talk. Let's be real. Okay. Whenever you're faced with a tough situation, fellas, your woman never going to say she's sorry.
No, you didn't.
I went there. And I ain't scared to go there. She ain't going to come to you and say, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Shocked.
You should be.
Let me pick my mouth up. It hit the floor. Oh, my God. Correction. We will say sorry.
After we say it.
Yeah. So, and?
Okay, so why won't y'all say it first?
Because I'm stubborn. But I do say sorry, so don't act like I don't.
After I say it.
Because you done made me mad.
It don't matter. You don't think I be mad at you? Do you really think that I don't be upset with you?
I know you be upset.
All right, so let's get it right.
Oh, Lord, I guess I need to start saying sorry first.
No, don't say it because I said something. Say it because you want to do it.
He swear he laying down the law.
Don't say it because I done told you. Say it because it was on your heart.
See, this why I ain't. Nope.
See?
I say it when you say it.
All right, but with that being said, let's really break this down. I feel like, and maybe this is a conversation I should be having with another man, but what are you waiting on?
I'm just being stubborn.
But why?
And also rejection. I just be scared of rejection. So when you say it, it's like, okay, he cool now. I can say it. That's all it is.
See,
we already talked about this. So move on.
When did we talk about this?
In one of these episodes.
So
move on.
We're covering past episodes.
Move on. Next episode. Just like you want to talk about the food, we ain't got to talk about this next.
Okay, so the next episode, one that I enjoyed doing was the neighborhood storehouse.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one.
I enjoyed doing that because now in life, you go back and you see the community has changed.
Yeah.
So you wondering if our kids want to experience it because of our location.
Stay in the boonies. Okay.
She wanted a house.
I have it, and I'm thankful for it.
Okay. So I don't need to say nothing else?
No.
Okay then. So our kids want to experience that, but I want to do like neighborhood kids still have. Do people still have the storehouses?
I want to do they have that too, and do kids still go outside and play like basketball? Not basketball. Well, yeah, basketball, but mainly football.
I see kids often like I remember when we were going somewhere and it was just a group of boys riding their bikes. I was like, that's how we used to be as kids.
Yeah, I seen a group of boys riding their bikes where they had fishing poles.
Right. See, they outside, they're enjoying life. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the episodes that I really enjoyed, Neighborhood Storehouse, because I was able to give shout outs to some of the people who was really kind of close to us in life, and they made life a little different, life a little easier to cope with. You don't have to go all to this place to get a certain thing. But now people are like on some entrepreneur type mindsets.
Yeah, they are.
Because it's nothing that you want that you can't really get. Everything is accessible, and now I see a lot of people starting to sell more stuff online.
Yeah.
But I saw a funny post. My cousin posted. He's like, to all y'all plate sellers, which is a lot right now, can we see a post of y'all kitchen before y'all sell y'all food?
Ooh, that is a good one.
It is true.
I don't think I want to see that though.
But think about it like this: even if you don't see McDonald's kitchen,
I be trying to see it.
Exactly. They let you see enough.
Yeah.
Till you really can't see.
Yeah. Ugh. That just don't make my stomach feel well.
What was one of the worst experiences you had at a restaurant?
I had several, but the one that jumped in my head was when I was in high school and our basketball team went to state, and we I don't know what restaurant it was, but we was sitting down and we was placing our order, and the waitress, she was like, you know how you bend down a little bit to talk to somebody? She was like bending down at our level, but she was blowing her nose. She had like a rag, and she was blowing her nose and stuff, and then she would put it back, and then she went to go right, and I watched her, because it was like we was the cheerleaders at the table, and she took all our orders, and she blew her nose several times. And I watched her go back, and she started fixing our drinks, and she didn't wash her hands.
You drank it?
We left out, and we got in trouble for that.
Why?
We left out because they talking about we was being bougie. But we was like, she didn't wash her hands, and she was blowing her nose. And you know how you blow your nose, you fold a rag, and then you blow your nose. That's what she kept doing. Ugh. And she did not wash her hands. I didn't see her go to the bathroom. I didn't see her go anywhere to wash her hands. She just went to start fixing our drinks.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
This wasn't at school, but I worked with this guy. He was quite nasty, and he was stink. Like, he smelled like he worked on cars all day and put his uniform on and came to work. It don't even like he washed his hands. And he would come to work, and he would do something similar. He had a sweat rag. And I take a sweat rag too, but there's nothing else in that pocket, and that's the only place that rag go. You know, he would take this rag, he would wipe his face. I said sweat rag. He would wipe his face with it. He'll put it in one pocket, and he'll take it back out, and he'll blow his nose, and he'll fold it and put it in another pocket. Then he'll take it out after he eat and wipe his mouth with it, put it in another pocket. He would sit it on the table, and this joker would have the nerves to want to touch my coffee pot and drink I stopped drinking coffee.
And you love coffee.
I love to drink coffee.
Yeah, you love coffee.
I was like, no, you nasty. And I tested him one time. Like, he went in the back, like you could walk to the bathroom so you could hear when somebody actually leaves in the bathroom. So I got real quiet and I listened. I heard him using the bathroom. As soon as he got out the bathroom, the door opened. And I tested him. I say, hey, there's some soap in there? He was like, I don't even know. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not drinking any more coffee. Because you nasty. You don't wash your hands and you want to come touch my coffee pot.
That is nasty.
No, that's disgusting.
And y'all men.
I know.
That is
at least
nasty.
wrench your hands off.
Wrench.
At least wrench your hands off.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's disgusting.
I just had another recent one. Not recent. Probably about last basketball season. We was on our way to a basketball game, and I bought Kaylin some Wendy's, and I got her, a drink. It comes with the kids meal. So we went to Ocala, from Gainesville to Ocala, and the game was over late, and then we got something else to eat on our way back home.
Right.
And she didn't drink the drink, thank God. So I was trying to make room in the car, so I poured the drink out of the Wendy's cup.
Ooh,
and I was getting ready.
You just did that. You was just bad mouthing was salacious.
Oh well, I'm trying. I poured the drink out.
It is episode number 10, and you ain't got it right yet.
Boy, look at here. I don't know when I'm gonna get it right. Just like you don't know when you're gonna be a true vegetarian. Ooh. Ooh. That little Uzi Verts. But anyway,
shot a shot.
I did. Pew pew.
Okay, you getting better.
Pew pew. But anyways, I poured it out, and I went to put the top back on so I can just put it in the bag, and it was a used Band-Aid at the bottom of the cup. Cause you know how it's like wrapped around your finger, and it looked like it was wrapped around somebody's finger, and it fell off.
Oh no!
Cause it was still like together in a circle, and then you know how sometimes the Band-Aid edges be dirty. That's how it was. And I was like, and it was a fruit punch that she had. So I just kept the cup. I took a picture of it, and I called that. Well, y'all know. Yeah. I called them, and I told them, like, that's nasty. What if she would have drunk that?
What was the outcome?
Nothing. Because they talking about, do this, do that, and nobody never called me back. And I called back a couple of times to complain. They ain't really helped me. Nothing really happened.
You know what? I had an experience with them as well. I was in high school, and I went and got a burger, and I know it wasn't mine, but I'm chewing, and I feel something hard, and it hurt. I'm like, oh, it was like a tooth.
Ew.
I kept it. I went to NAACP. They didn't help.
Really?
No, because they was like, I don't think that they believed me. I'm like, man, this some junk. I don't know why I went to them. I just was looking for legal advice. But that was nasty. And it was like, and I looked at it, it wasn't gristle. But it looked like a tooth. And I kept it for a while.
Was it a human tooth or?
I don't know. It was like a tooth. Because it hurt my damn mouth. I remember.
Yeah, it's just, nowadays for me, it's just so hard to eat at certain fast food restaurants. I don't eat at a lot of them. Right. Sometimes because I just get grossed out. Right. And because of certain documentaries I've watched on Netflix.
And certain people who work out. Like and I don't wanna sound like I'm being mean to people, but if you work and stuff like that, you're around people's food, your hygiene has to be up to par. And just because you work there, don't treat that job like it's this meme, like the chick with the Ed and Eddie, I guess that's the ChickfilA versus McDonald's meme. Oh yeah. The ChickfilA meme is, hello, how are you doing? May I take your order? And the McDonald's is go ahead. And it's so true. If you work at McDonald's, quit having a nasty attitude.
I mean, it's a lot of people that want a job now.
Right. You don't have to have that job. You need to learn this. You need to learn interpersonal skills because it's not going to be your only job.
Yeah, and I just really hope that you're not ashamed because you're working at McDonald's. Hey, I had a bachelor's degree and I had to go work at Target.
Let's tell them about that story because you didn't want to.
I didn't want to, but I had to do what I had to do.
I had to help her through that. So let me take credit. I'm taking my credit. You ain't got to give it to me.
Yeah, I lost a job.
Now let's talk about that whole experience, though, because this goes back to what defines you.
Yeah, it does. This is true.
Yeah, this goes back to what defines you.
Meaning
go ahead.
I have to get her done.
Right, and it also talks about how we balance each other out.
Yeah, that's true.
So if somebody's facing a tough time in life, this may help you. Let's go.
Okay, so I got laid off, basically fired from one job.
Laid off is a nice way to say fired. No, let me quit because that's sensitive. I'm sorry. It was funny though, but
yeah, and yes, I was living with my mom or my grandmama, one of them. But I had a car payment, I had a child, I had bills, and I had to pay. I did get unemployment. No, I couldn't get any kind of other assistance, even though I was a single mother, unemployed. I did get food stamps, but they only gave me $50. $50
for a whole month.
And
I remember that.
I was like, how do other people get such and such, amount? That whole situation was tough because Paige was going to a private school too, and you gotta pay for that. So they were building a new, I guess it would be in Salacious, Target, and I want to say Coral Springs, and they were just hiring people out right on the spot. So I was like, hey, I'll go do this until I can find something, because sometimes when you get a job, all the people start calling you. So I was hoping that would happen too, but my first job was at Eckerd's. So I was like, yeah, I can do this.
Just told your age.
I was like, yeah, I can do this. I'm going to have to do what I have to do because I need money. I need money. And I have to pay my bills or whatever. So I went and worked at Target. How long? Was it a day?
It was short.
It was a day or two.
Because at first you didn't want to take the job.
I didn't want to take the job, but they did call me back.
I had to kind of talk you. You ain't telling the whole story. You're not giving the juicy details.
Give the juicy details.
She did not want to work at Target. She was totally against it.
I was.
Because she was like, I just came from this job and this is what this job is paying me. I don't want to work there.
Yeah, it was a drastic pay cut.
It was very bad. She was like, I got a degree. I should be making more. I said, well, take the job because you don't know what God prepared you for.
Yeah. And you have to humble yourself.
You have to humble yourself.
Because I don't think I was, because I was making a certain amount to go on and make this little bit amount. But it was something. And I just wasn't humbled at the time. And thank God for you, honey. You helped me because that was a job.
Right.
And I needed to be thankful for that.
And didn't even have to work the job at all, really. Like, I think it was like a date and you got a job from, was it FAU?
I think it was FAU.
Yeah.
I got a call for an interview.
Right.
And that just was great from there.
That was, that whole path. Because what if, like, you got to look at it sometime. What if God blesses you with something and you don't take it?
Yeah.
Not saying he won't give it to you again, but now you might have to wait, and then you may have to go through all kind of other loops and holes. But getting that job at that university actually helped launch you to this university.
Yeah, it did. It did. And I just had to humble myself. That's what it is. You have to humble yourself. I don't think I was ashamed. I know I wasn't ashamed. I'm not that type of person. I just knew. I think the fact that I was making this amount of money and I had to go down.
Right.
But at the same time, it wasn't just me. I had a mouth I had to feed. So, it was just upsetting that I think my main thing was I just wasn't making enough money.
Right.
And I wasn't looking at the bigger picture.
Right.
And you helped me do that.
But you know what? It's so easy to help somebody else see. I think that defines us too.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for us to see the big picture for
other people. Yep.
But when it comes down to us,
we get blinders.
We're blocked in. And so I think that's why it's good to have people that you could really relate with and people to help you really see
the bigger picture.
And not just saying what they think you should do.
Right. Or not somebody saying, girl, you don't need to be working at Target. You working at Target. No.
Like it's friends that really want to help you, and it's friends that just don't think.
Yeah.
They don't think.
Yeah, because you was just encouraging me and basically letting me know that this is just for a moment.
Right.
And you should have those type of people around you, because you're going to go through some ups and downs, and you help me through those ups and downs.
Right. This is a transparent moment for me, because I wonder, have I turned down any of those opportunities that God presented me with?
Yeah.
Or is it just me that I have to wait? Like, at one point, I felt like I was ready to go forward and do something different. And then I was like, I didn't feel free to do that. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I go off too. It's like, if I don't feel good about it, I'm not going to act on it.
Right.
If I feel good about it, I will act on it. But now I'm at the point to where if something was to come along, I would take a step and move it into a new direction. But I'm like, man, I've been waiting on this forever. So let me tell you this, and this is something I understand. Your time may not take a month. It might come in 3 months. Your time may come in 2 weeks. Your time may come in a day. And sometimes you may have to wait years.
Yep.
I can say at least 5 years strong I've been waiting for that opportunity. 5 years.
Yeah.
But when you are waiting, you can't sit back and say, oh, I'm not doing A, B, or C. You have to still do what you need to do.
Yeah, you do. And you can't get upset. Nothing don't never work for me. This and that and that and this. Because you taught me this. What you're going through now may be preparing you for what's coming.
Right.
You taught me that, because I used to feel that way about certain jobs. And you was like, well, you may be going through this because it's building you for the next thing. And sure enough, that's what it's doing.
I didn't know that we were going to talk about this. But see, this is what I'm talking about. I wrote this.
What you got?
I wrote this the other day. I wrote this.
It's a lot, y'all.
This little thing the other day. And it was just a thought that I had. But I'm going to read it. Can I read it now?
Sure.
It said, we pray and ask God for blessings. Once we pray, we position our mind in a state of expectation. We never know when we will get what we prayed for. However, we patiently wait while expecting the blessing to come. During our time of waiting, we exercise our faith by trusting God is going to provide what we've requested. We also become practical by exercising our faith. By the way, we also become practical by exercising our faith. By the way, faith without works is dead, right? Then I say, for example, we may be looking for a job, so we take the proper steps. So we get online, we begin the job search. We find a job that we like, and we get our resume in order, and we apply for the job. Let's say we're selected for an interview. We attend the interview and finally wait for the employer to make a decision. We have practically exercised our faith by taking the proper steps to get a job. The key. With all of this being said, and I'm being personal because I've experienced this example, the thing I did not do was place my spirit in a position to move forward. What do I mean by this? I was physically ready to move forward, but spiritually I was not. I did not change anything spiritually. I would wake up and go about my regular routine. God would give me ideas and different strategies, and I would blow them off. I'm turning the page. Oh, that's sound effects. He would give me ideas, and I would blow them off. I would say that I'll do it later, but never return to the plan God was providing. My mind was in the right place. My hands was working, but my spirit was not. My spirit was stagnant. If we are not fully in order, we won't move forward. You have to do everything in order, body, mind, and spirit. God is always speaking to us, but we are pushing him aside. Are we blowing him off? If you ask God to direct you, he will. But you have to follow his directions. You have to answer the call. So in a nutshell, this is the same thing that I was telling you then.
Yeah.
But it's like, when we have these ideas, like somebody might want to start a business or something.
Yeah.
You might have this idea, but when God speaks to you about it, you got to act on it. Now, when you act on it, your spirit got to be in the right place too, because distractions going to come.
Yeah.
Like God gave you the job at Target, right?
Right.
And physically, you was ready to take the job. Mentally, you was ready to take the job, but spiritually, you were not happy to take that job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you took it, and look what door opened for you.
Yep.
So that's just my thought. And I don't know how this tie in with everything we're talking about, but it's crazy because I thought about this the other day.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote it down. And I wasn't going to write this down.
You were just thinking
I was going to blow it off.
I'm glad you listened.
I was about to blow it off. But, you know, that's what defines you. Listening, your spirituality, your spiritual life. You got to listen to it. I think that defines us too. Because we could easily be the couple who only care about ourselves.
Right.
But I think we care about people.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
We both have that.
Yeah. I like to entertain people. I like for people to be happy. I like for people to feel comfortable.
I like for people to eat and be full.
Yes.
So that goes together.
Right. Right. You know, so I think that taking care of people is important. Mm-hmm. You know, I really enjoyed that little conversation right there.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was deep too.
It was, but it was real.
Yeah, it was real. And it was just something that was happening to me in my life that probably I wouldn't normally tell people. Yeah. You know, but if it can help you, then I'll tell you. But if it can help me.
I think that's another thing that defines you. You are a very private person.
You think so?
Yes. But I think if you see somebody going through something and you've been through it, you're going to give them you're going to give them advice. Mm-hmm. I want to say you're going to give them your wisdom. Right. I think you're going to help them go another way. Right. A better way than you did. That's how I think you are.
I don't feel like I'm that private.
I do. I think you are. You don't tell people your business.
I do notice that I don't tell people my business.
You don't.
But I didn't think that I was a private person.
I consider that being private because you just don't tell people your business unless you see a need to. And that's mostly to help somebody get through something.
Yeah, somebody told me that. Do that work I talked to.
Yes, sir.
He was like, I don't seek attention.
No, you don't. We don't. I think that defined us individually and as a couple.
And that's why I don't think that we can go along with a lie. If you telling the lie, I'm gonna go along with it. Yeah. Because I think when people be lying, they lie to seek attention. Yeah. You know, I could really care less. Now I want y'all to listen to this podcast.
This is where we're seeking attention.
Yes, we're seeking attention here. I want you to listen to the podcast. I want you to follow the YouTube and the Facebook. But in a situation to where we're doing something and we're doing it for a good cause, I'm not going to seek the attention for that. Right. Now, if you acknowledge me, cool. But I'm not going to say, hey, make sure you say this.
We don't care about titles.
Right. Okay. That's a whole nother discussion.
It is.
That could cause so much trouble and confusion.
Yes, I can go on a rant with that one.
Mm-hmm. Now at my job, I go by my title.
You tapping the chair.
Oh, you hear that?
No, I feel it.
Oh, okay. Now, cause I think I was getting antsy.
Oh, okay.
Now my job, yes, you're gonna go by my title. Now, normally at my job, I wouldn't really care, but with the things that's happening, the changes that's taking place, you have to enforce that because it's like the little stuff leads to the bigger stuff. So you can't just let the little stuff slide right now. Mm-hmm. You know, but in life,
yeah, I agree. I just want to see it get done. Right. And I want to see it make a positive impact. And I want to see people be happy.
Right. Because this is my thing. It's so many people with titles and if the other one, it was a week or so ago, no, maybe a little longer. I was coming home and I saw this guy. He was pushing a walker and he fell down on the side of the road. And I knew all these cars saw this person. Mm-hmm. So I turned when I first seen it was nobody there. But then I turned around, and by the time I got there, it was two ladies there helping him. And then I came up, and a few minutes later, another guy came up. And I'm talking about all of these cars that passed this guy, nobody stopped but us. Mm. And when it come to find out, I thought he was drunk. I really did. But because when he was walking, he was leaning like he was gonna fall, like his equilibrium was off. But this guy looked like he had health problems, and he was a veteran. And so he was talking about like all the stuff that had happened to him, and like the things that he was facing, and like nobody stopped to help this person.
Yeah.
And none of us did that for attention. None of us did it. We saw somebody in need, and we just wanted to help him. Now, people who seek attention are probably like, can we take a selfie? Or somebody will record it. Those people who seeking attention. I hope that made sense.
It did make sense, but taking a selfie, Lord.
You know how people will record stuff.
Yeah, I understand the recording.
Attention seeking, so I think that's a few things that defines us, a few things that defines me. Like, you are very, you like grandma-ish. That's how I know you're going to be old, because you like to feed people.
I do.
Yes.
No, you better not come in this house say you hungry.
Y'all ate. She's sick. Maybe you need to eat. My leg hurt. You need to eat.
Don't do me like that, honey.
My car ran out of gas. You need to eat.
You know what? This is coming back on me, because me and my brother, we used to pick on my mama because she used to do that with Advil.
Oh, Lord.
She used to think Advil would solve everything, so we used to pick on her just like that. I done fell out your head. Take some Advil.
That's like on Everybody Hates Chris. It was always Robitussin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I see I'm getting picked on too, because my mama used to do that to us. But yeah, I don't want to see you hungry. I'm going to go in there and whip something up.
You're going to eat. And the kitchen clean. So, now I'm going to tell you this. It is fruit flies, because we had them fruit. Those things are so aggravating.
Y'all, I love to cook. But I don't like when something is in the kitchen. Like, them fruit flies, I be in there with spray. Trying to spray them.
You come in here and it smell like normally you can walk in and you can smell like, oh, they cleaning, it smell like chemicals. But when you come in here and it smell like that straight bleach, that 100 proof, you know it's a fruit fly.
Man, I can't stand stuff flying around. I don't like bugs. I don't like insects. I think your kitchen should be clean. I just can't stand it, because you eating my food, my worst fear is for somebody to get sick off of my cooking.
Right.
And I don't think I'll live with myself.
Well, you're going to have to, because ain't nobody want to be stuck with their kids.
Oh, God, you're a mess.
Ain't nobody want to be stuck with their kids.
Yeah, I guess I am grandma mode, because I'm going to feed you, your kids, anybody that come through here.
That is true. That is true. But I think this was a good conversation.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel good about it.
How do you guys feel?
It
Let us
made
know.
me reminisce on my love.
Episode number 10. Man, we moving on along.
Yeah, we are.
I want to keep moving. I want to be able to go back years later and look and be like, oh man, we look the same way.
Oh, I mean, looking at the videos from the years that passed.
Oh, that gap.
I don't have a gap anymore.
That gap. I still got one. But she had that gap.
I done had long hair, short hair, a gap, braces. You know what? You wrong for that.
You had that gap.
I had a gap, then I had braces with the gap. Now I got braces and no gap. And soon y'all see me with no braces and no gap.
And I still got a bald head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He done beard, goatee.
Few episodes.
No hair. Yeah. He just got the blank face.
Alopecias. Today I'm Forrest Whitaker.
He's growing in a beard.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Might cut it back off.
Lord.
Depends on how you act around here.
He gonna have the blank face.
But I think we've been moving right along. We're gonna continue to come, and I benefit from this. Do you? Why?
Conversation, learn each other, and I like just giving advice. I like doing that,
right?
Because I want to see positive, healthy marriages, and not only that. I want to see people go and live their dreams, and us motivating them, and getting those negative thoughts out your head. I like encouraging people and telling them to go ahead and do it. Go travel.
Oh, yes.
Go do everything that you want to do. You know, definitely young ladies, don't have no babies right now. Just go travel and then have your babies later, you know.
Or it could be simpler than that. Maybe you want to join a gym. Maybe you want to do kickboxing. Maybe you want to.
Ooh, I want to do that.
Jump out of an airplane. I hope
no,
you
I
make
don't want
it
to do that.
I
don't want to do that.
I would jump out of the plane.
I'll watch.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
I don't think I'll watch it.
Live your life if you're young.
Yeah.
So, you know,
a positive one.
Right. And this is one thing that I said, like when I worked growing up as a young adult, you know, first becoming a man, it was a lot of people that I worked with who did not tell me to take a different road. And maybe if I had more people like that in my life, you know, things would have been different. But I'm thankful for the outcome, because now I can tell people.
And that's what we're here for.
I can share that. So that's what it's about. Crugers with a C, episode number 10.
Yeah, we're gonna live the best life. Sing it.
I ain't going back and forth with you hitters, living my best life. I
don't think the song go like that. I don't think the song do that. I'm hungry, honey.
I am not.
Okay.
So, until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
This is episode number 10. And we are
Crugers with the C.